Marnie here. It is Friday morning. Today's my cooking day. I do have a finished object. I got the elephant done and I got it right here. Thought I'd go ahead and show it first off. First thing this morning. Here it is. All done. Little purple dress. Now I still have to fasten the dress in place. I got little buttons on there. So I still need to fasten it up here. Got the tail coming out of the dress. All done. And I think I did a little bit better job on this one than I did the last one, because its head is not near as floppy. And it sits up a little bit nicer. So yeah, all done. Alright, so that's gonna do it for the finished object. Otherwise, today, just mostly doing my cooking for the weekend. I am working on a bear, but that's something that I'm working on when I go outside. I'm thinking about putting somebody asked me for a tutorial. I don't do tutorials, so I'm not good at that. I don't have the right camera stuff for that. But I'm gonna attempt. She showed me a picture of some kind of a spiral piece and asked me if I could do a tutorial on it. So I'll try my best. But it is Shay from Hobby Doc Bay. So I will try. I tried to do samples of it. I don't know if I was actually doing it right. I just kind of, if I don't understand how something is actually done, usually I'll just tweak it and do something, go my own way with it. So I'll try, Shay. I will try my best to show whatever that piece is. It looks like a spiral piece with surface stitching on top of it. I mean, I know how to do that. That's what it looks like. So I hope it's going to be what you're looking for. So anyway, I will check back in a little bit. Alright, so this is all done for the weekend. I've got a total of 6 Italian sausages here. There was 10 sausages. I had one of them for breakfast, and the other 3 I split open and mixed with the ground beef. Now this is grass-fed ground beef. It came from my sister. She gave me 8 pounds, and there is 2 pounds here of the ground beef. So all of this is going to be for the weekend. My dad will eat some of these Italian sausages also. And yeah, I gotta clean my mess up. And I'm just cooking some eggs. I'm just scrambling them. I'm totally out of bacon. No more bacon crumbles, so it's just plain scrambled eggs. I have decided that I like keeping scrambled eggs on hand just to snack on, because it kind of keeps me out of the pork rinds. Because if I have pork rinds, I will sit and eat an entire bag of pork rinds, no problem. So instead of going to the store today to get pork rinds, I decided to not do that and just fix some eggs, and this will keep me from eating so many pork rinds over the weekend, because you know they are calorie dense. So anyway, that's gonna do it right now. I'll be right back. Okay, scrambled eggs are done for the weekend. So I'll have these to snack on, and I reached my main objective, and that was to get done with all the cooking before it starts storming. I didn't want to take a chance on the power going out while I was cooking. So all my cooking is done. I'm just cleaning up the mess now, and I will check back in a little bit. Okay, so while I'm downstairs, I thought I would go ahead and show you my WIP. And I might as well go ahead and just show you my craft bag while I'm at it. This is the bag that I take outside with me every day. And upstairs and downstairs. So this is the bag I carry around with me. So of course I've got, fluff in there. But here is my WIP. It is one of the bears from the Amigurumi Today app. And so I'm almost done with the head. And then I keep this, I use this lid to set on the table outside, just to kind of keep the yarn from getting dirty. So I keep my yarn in there. And then in there, in the container that goes to the lid, just another roll of yarn. I used like a piece of yarn now instead of the bobby pin to use as a stitch marker while I'm stitching. I keep the moist wipes in here for when I'm sitting outside and it gets a little warm and I get sweaty. I can just wipe myself off with one of those. I got my iPad, and then there is a thing to help it stand up, because the case that is on it doesn't really stand real good. So I had this one here that I used for diamond painting, so I use it for the iPad, which is in here. Now my Kindle, that stays on the kitchen table. I don't use it as often as I used to. I use the iPad way more. So here's the red truck bag that Jeanette got me. And these bags, these pouches right here, I don't know where my dad he gets them in the mail. They're freebies that he gets in the mail, and he just gives them to me every time he gets one in the mail. So I've got 3 of them in here. And I always find something to put in them. Here is the Post-it notes that Jeanette got me, and the pouch. And this pouch, I've decided is, let me get it open here. So I've got my readers that I take outside, my scissors, in my little handy dandy scissors caddy that I made years and years ago. I just think get the scissors off of it. This little scissor caddy that I made out of plastic canvas. Gosh, I've probably had this for about 20 years. And so I like to put my needles, keep some needles in here too. I got another pair of scissors in here, and the crochet hook that I'm using for the bear, and then a pad of paper just in case the iPad battery is dead, because that's what I usually use to keep track of my counts and stuff. And then the pen that Jeanette got me. Okay, so that is, I believe that is mostly what I put in the big bag. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, the buttons. And in one of these little bags is the amigurumi eyes, the safety eyes. I got this from Hobby Lobby. And in another one is, let's see, there's some little itty bitty amigurumi eyes in this. It's like a pill container. And there's a measuring tape. And the other one just has a couple of pins in it, I think. No, wait. Oh, no. There's more. There's amigurumi eyes and bobby pins in this one. So that is my craft bag. And my WIP. This is I believe it's called the Blackberry Bear. It is on the Amigurumi Today app. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. All right, I'll check back in a little bit. So now that everything is back in the bag, here I'll tell you that these two containers right here are also like a makeshift table until I can get myself another cart that I can just push in and out of the closet. This is where I keep my working yarn, because I always have to have my yarn to the left of me. And then just got hot glue gun there, measuring tape, some buttons. There's probably other stuff in there, who knows. Yeah, there's some buttons. And the cart that I want to get another cart like my coffee cart here, but I want it in that green color there, the lime green. I've seen it on Amazon, but it's kind of expensive, so it'll have to wait. But yeah, there's my bag. Another one of those green. That's where I keep all my vitamins. And then I just refill my little vitamin cases. All right. So before I do this little tutorial, I thought I would give you a tour of my desk. I see people doing Pamela at Pamela's Adoring Crochet. She does the WIP Caddy tours. I don't really have one of those just yet. One of these days I plan on getting, well, when I get another cart. I have 3 carts in here now. I do want to get another one just for that. But I thought I would just show you what is around me. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this is what I always see in front of me, but this is usually put away. So, yes, I got my Buck Owens up. I was just listening to some music, and Buck Owens is my man. I don't know, I'm kind of embarrassed to say that. So, anyway, so I've got some of the, this is the acrylic thread right here. Here's some acrylic thread. The lovely, lovely yarn bowl that I absolutely love. That cart over there is just all tea and a little bit of coffee. I'm almost out of coffee pods right now. I do have bagged coffee, but it's in the freezer in the freezer behind me in the other room, in the furnace room. So anyway, that is all tea down in there, except that mason jar. There's 2 mason jars there that I usually keep filled with filtered water, just for the Keurig. And here's mine. This is what I'm going to use to make a tablecloth for my nephew and his wife, and today is their wedding anniversary. I believe it is 6 years. I'll have to double check that, but yeah, I think it's been 6 years today. So my peppermint tea, and then there is that blue container right there. That's where I keep my regular Celestial Seasoning Sleeping Time tea. Here's some more bedtime teas in here. This is a tea that I got from I can't remember. Adagio Teas. It's a rooibos tea. I got some more tea in there. That is where I keep my caramel apple cinnamon tea. So anyway, that's all my teas and coffee stuff. Of course, crochet hooks. These cups here I got at Dollar General years and years ago. So, yeah. This is a Dollar Tree find. I've got 4 or 5 of those. 5 of these. Actually, I probably have another one somewhere because they came in packs of 3. So this just has some of my needles in this chibi thing. This is a finger protector on the end of it. It actually just matches it. So I also keep my large bobby pins. Now see, when it just depends on what kind of fiber fill I'm using. If I'm using the soft stuff like what I normally use, this is what I use instead of stick pins to hold my pieces in place. I like these way better. Now, with the elephant that I just made, this didn't work because I was out of the soft fiber fill, and the fiber fill that I was using was too dense, and the end of the bobby pin wouldn't go through it. So I was just kind of having to deal with it using other things. I tried to use stick pins, but stick pins just don't work for me. So anyway, I've got small bobby pins in there too, plastic stitch markers, a little frog here. I've got more bobby pins and stitch markers. All of my big stitch markers are on here. And then a safety pin for when my pants decide they don't want to fit too good. And when I do use bobby pins as a stitch marker, I always use these little ones right here, if I can grab a hold of it. So yeah, I always use these little ones as stitch markers when I use them that way. This here, my cardinals thing that my aunt made me. This big long needle, I love this thing. And then all my other darning needles. This one is one that I like to use when I do plastic canvas. I don't do it too often anymore, but I also use it for other things too. So my coffee cup, which is sadly empty. There's my T-pins up there, and then I keep those little stitch markers in this handy dandy little TWA thing that my dad gave me. I usually save pop tops in there. You know, when you open a bag or open the box of Celestial Seasonings teas and the pouches come in sections of 2, well, whenever I break one up, I just put the other one here. I'll use this one tonight for my bedtime tea. So that I put that there so because I usually have hot liquid in this cup, I didn't want to break my coaster there that my aunt made me. And then my cart, my messy cart. Here's my neck light, and then all these little pinchy things that I've got stuff hanging on. My cute stitch markers and the little stitch marker caddy thing that I made. That birdseed container there just has plastic bags in it, is what I use for my trash. This is just odds and ends stuff. Sometimes I cut these up to put inside the amigurumis. I wrap them in yarn, and that's what I've been using to try and stabilize the neck. Got some more fluff in there, just little bits of yarn. In that bottom container is just all small washcloths that I made a while back. There's the red truck bag that Esmeralda gave me with the hand-dyed yarn in it. It's got one roll left of the hand-dyed yarn that she made me. All of my other green containers. I don't know where the 6th one is, but I've got amigurumi eyes in there. There's more amigurumi eyes. Some chocolate keto snaps that I got from Costco. Some hair ties. Stitch markers. These scissors here belonged to my grandmother. She used to work in an embroidery shop in Kansas City, Missouri. These scissors, which are worthless, I paid $12 for these things, and they're horrible. But it's in one of the scissors caddies that I made, gosh, probably 25 more years ago. Another scissors caddy with horrible scissors. It's where I keep all of my index cards, because this is what I use to keep my tally marks on rounds when I'm doing amigurumis. I would just rather do that than use one of those little tally things. And then in this thing here, I keep pop top things, my pencil sharpener, my electrolyte drops, and some hand sanitizer. Little magic thing that my dad got me for Christmas. I don't keep anything in there. Stapler. So that's pretty much it as far as my little cart tour, I guess, if you want to call it that. Oh, and there's some more pins over there, stick pins. I don't use those because those are really, really flimsy. Way flimsier than the T-pins. Oh, and my Mrs. Beasley doll, she's my pride and joy. She's like a prized possession to me. I've had a Mrs. Beasley doll ever since I was a really, really little kid, probably like 2 years old. Now, my best friend got me this particular Beasley doll years ago. I'd say it's been about 30 years ago she got it for me. She knew that I was missing my Beasley doll because years and years and years ago my mom threw it away because she didn't think that I wanted it anymore. So my best friend was with her grandmother. It was the last memory she had of her grandmother, and she found this one in Phoenix, Arizona, and she bought it for me. I think she paid $60 for it. So yeah, she's got a rip in her, so she just kind of stays in the corner. I don't want to touch her. Her glasses got thrown away. So anyway, yeah, that is gonna do it. Now on to the tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, this is very, very much a pain in the butt. Because I don't have a camera specifically for doing this, but this was by request. I mean the thing that holds the phone is blocking my view, and so I'm trying to look below the phone and look at it too. I'm gonna do my best, and I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I just want to show you what I am seeing on the picture that you showed me, Shay. So I will do my best. So, oh, see, I've even started out wrong. I'm all flustered here. So, you're going to start out, if you want to do a spiral piece, it's just like starting with amigurumi. And I always start, some people start with the chain 2, but I prefer to start with the magic ring. And I think I just split some of my yarn. Maybe not. All right. Okay, so you're going to start with 6 single crochets into your magic ring. All right. And while I'm at it, I guess I'll go ahead and show you what I do personally for tucking in my string. I don't just carry it, I also work it into my projects. So, and I need to put my readers on because I am blind. So here's what I do. So I'm going to do two single crochets in each stitch around to do my increase. So here's the first one. And then I'm going to drop this string and grab my tail, and I'm going to go ahead and work that second single crochet with my tail. And if it's long enough, I'll usually go ahead and do another one, but I'm not going to take a chance on that. So I'm just going to pick up my regular string now. It's fine. I've got the one in there. It should be good. So then I'll go ahead and finish the round, putting 2 single crochets in each. Okay, there's 5 and 6. There's 7, 8, 9, 10. If I get out of camera view, I am sorry. I'm just not, I don't usually do this, so this is like a new thing to me. Alright, so I'm going to do, I guess I'm going to do one more round. And I'm going to do the 1 single crochet in one, 2 single crochet in the next for my increase. For 18 stitches, so here's 3. And then 4, 5, 6, and I'll go ahead and drop the tail. 7, 8 and 9, 10, 11 and 12, 13, 14 and 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. See, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish it off right here. I'm just going to slip stitch and end it right there. And then I can just show you the surface stitching. So I'll go ahead and cut this. And since this is not really going to be much of anything, I'm just going to go ahead and snip this. I'm not going to bother working it. So here's your piece that you want to do the surface stitching on. And I'm just going to use some leftover stuff that I have here. See if I can get some that's not so tangled. I might have to untangle this piece. See how prepared I am? So I am just not a tutorialist. This is not my thing to do tutorials. I just don't have the equipment for it, or the know-how, or whatever. And there's a here there. All right. Okay. Go ahead and put a slip knot on there. Okay. So I'm not sure where you're supposed to start with these, but I'm just going to show you this, just the basic of surface stitching. Let's see. I'll go in here. Just picked a random spot. And then pull that through. Okay. And you can just like put this on a needle and just put it back through there. I didn't mean to pull it up through there. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna like find the next stitch here and just do a single crochet, or rather, I'm sorry. See, I am not good at this. Slip stitch, that's what I meant, slip stitch. Go in the next one here, do a slip stitch. You got to try and keep it loose too, and I'm not doing mine so loose. I'm getting a little too tight here with my stitches. Okay, so this is the basic of surface stitching, Shay. This is what I am seeing in that picture that you showed me. I've done it before, but it's been a really long time, and I liked the way it looked. I just have never done anything with it again. But just so you know, this is the basic of it, and I'm not even going in a spiral. So Shay, if you want to find I guess a video on how to properly do this, you're probably just going to have to put something in the search bar, like spiral surface stitching, or spiral crochet 2 colors. I'm not sure exactly, but this is just a basic. So I hope this helps a little bit, Shay. I am sorry I couldn't be of more help. My stitches are really, really tight here. All right, so that's gonna do it for this. You probably won't see me do another tutorial again. I am not good at doing tutorials. I leave that to other people. So anyway, that's it. That's the surface stitching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close out today since you've already seen what I cooked for the weekend. I've given you a tour. I've done an awful tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and close it for now. I probably won't be back on until Monday. I don't think that I have anything else to show, but maybe one more glance of the elephant. I still have to put closure on there. So, kind of waiting on it to storm. It hasn't really done much. It's just rained a lot. So that's going to do it for the weekend. If you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. And we'll see you next weekend.